soldier as Munima Mazari, lovingly referred as the Iron Lady of Pakistan, openly talks about how her life changed after a car accident. She was not able to use her feet. How this has changed her outlook on life. I was 18 years old when I got married. I belonged to a very conservative family, a Baloch family, where good daughters never say no to their parents. My father wanted me to get married, and all I said was, if that makes you happy, I will say yes. And of course, it was never a happy marriage. Just about after 2 years of getting married, about 9 years ago, I met with a car accident. Somehow, my husband fell asleep and the car fell in ditch. He managed to jump out and saved himself. I'm happy for him, but I stayed in the car. And I sustained a lot of injuries. The list is a bit long. My radius and ulna of my right arm were fractured. The wrist was fractured. Shoulder bone and collarbone were fractured. My whole ribcage was fractured, but that whole injury changed me and my life completely was the spine injury. Many people came to rescue, that gave me CPR, they dragged me out of the, and while they were dragging out, I got the transection of my spinal cord. Those 2.5 months in the hospital were dreadful. I was at the verge of despair. One day a doctor came to me and he said, well, I heard that you wanted to be an artist, but you ended up being a housewife. I have a bad news for you. You won't be able to paint again. And the next day doctor came to me and said, your spine injury is so bad you won't be able to walk again. I took a deep breath and said, it's all right. And the next day doctor came to me and said, because of your spine injury and the fixation you have at your back, you won't be able to give a birth to a child again. That day I was devastated. I started questioning my existence. Why I am even alive? So what kept me going was, one day I asked my brother, I know I have a deformed hand, but I am tired of looking at these white walls in the hospital, wearing white scrubs. Bring me some color, bring me some small canvas. I want to paint. So, where I painted for the very first time in my deathbed. Where I painted for the very first time. What an amazing therapy it was, without uttering a single word. I could paint my heart out. I could share my story. People used to come and say, what a lovely painting, so much color. And that day I decided I will live my life for myself. I'm not going to be that perfect person for someone. I'm just going to take this moment and make it perfect for myself. And I'm going to overcome all the fears. So I wrote down all the fears and decided that I'm going to overcome all this one at a time. You know what was my biggest fear? Divorce. By the day I decided that this is nothing but just my fear, I liberated myself by setting him free and made myself emotionally so strong that the day I got news he is getting married, I sent him a text and said, I'm so happy for you and wish you all the best. He knows that I pray for him today. Number 2 was that I won't be able to a mother again, and that was quite devastating for me. Then I realized there are so many children in the world, all they want is acceptance. So there's no point of crying, just go and adopt one. And that's what I did. I gave my name in different orphanages, in different organizations, and then I waited patiently. 2 years later, I got a call from a very small city in Pakistan. I got a call and they said, are you Muniba? We have a baby boy. Would you like to adopt? I could literally feel the labor pain. Yes, I'm going to adopt him. I'm coming to take him home. That day, Nile was 2 days old and now he is 6. You know, when you ended up being on a wheelchair, what's the painful thing? People think that you would not be accepted by anyone in the world because we in the world of perfect are imperfect. Thank you.